Hi everyone, I am Muhammad Shafaq VK from 4th year Integrated BSc B.Ed, Department of Education, Central University of Tamil Nadu. Today I am going to talk about the topic some local environmental specific issues which belongs to my hometown. It is as a part of the paper Environmental Education in the 7th semester. While talking about my hometown, I am belongs to a village called Kolikkal, which is a part of Kattipara local body, Kolikkal, Kerala. Kolikkal is a village which is 2 km away from Punur town and 6 km away from Tamarasheri town. Also, this place is very near to the Western Ghats. Punur river is flowing through the heart of Kolikkal. The place is very known for the rubber plantation and food varieties. While talking about the geography of this place, there are hilly areas and lower areas. Because of this geography, there will be flood in most of the rainy seasons. Also, there are various waterfalls and big hills which is a part of this place. Also, this place is 30 km away from Malabar Wildlife Sanctuary and 30 km away from Kakkayan Dam, which is a part of Kuttiyadi Hydroelectric Project, and 20 km away from Tamarasheri Churam, which is also called as Wayanad Ghat. Most of the people knows about this place because it is very near to Tamarasheri Churam, because that Tamarasheri Churam is very famous in between this Kerala peoples. While talking about the environmental issues, as we know, there are normal environmental issues which is related to air, water and soil. As I told, this is a pure village, so we can't see that much environmental issues in this place. There is no such environmental issues. But because of the geography and because of some man-made causes, in every year, or we can tell in every rainy season, there is flood. As I told, this Punur river is passing through the heart of Kolikkal. I told this Punur river is passing through the heart of Kolikkal because there are many shops and there are many houses which is very near to this Punur river. So whenever the flood is happening, many shops and many houses are getting affected by that. As I told, there is many geographical and man-made causes which is leading to the flood. First of all, I am going to just mention what are the reasons which is leading to this flood. First of all, the hilly and lower areas. As I told, this place is very near to Western Ghats. There are many hilly areas and many lower areas. Whenever the heavy rain is happening, water is flowing to the lower areas. The second one is heavy rain. As we know, last 2 years Kerala is getting maximum rain, or we can say Kerala is getting more than expected. Because of that only in 2018 and 2019 there was flood in Kerala. The next one is size of the river. Size of the river was one of the main reason for flood. While water is coming from the hills because of the heavy rain, the size of the river was very small. So whenever the water is coming continuously, there is no such space which can contain this much water. So the river is compelled to overflow. As I told, that also almost solved. The size of the river is increased as a part of National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. The next thing is deforestation. As we know, the main reason of flood in any area is the deforestation. Whenever the deforestation is happening, it will lead to flood. But as we are in a village, the deforestation also is very rare. Since it is a part of eco-sensitive area, already I told it is very near to Malabar Wildlife Sanctuary and which is very near to the Western Ghats. It's a very eco-sensitive area, so very less deforestation also can lead to severe natural disasters. The next point is construction near water resources and hilly areas. While construction happening in very near to the water resources and hilly areas, it is affecting the flow of water. As of now, the construction near to the water resources and hilly areas is controlled. We can tell this is restricted in our area. One of the next major problem is filling of reservoirs with some muds and all. That was also one of the main reasons caused for flood, but as of now that also restricted in our area. So I think these problems are almost solved. Then next problem is mining. While mining is happening, the capacity of earth to absorb the water is getting affected. So when water is flowing, it can be absorbed into the earth. The next point is height of the roads. As I told, our town is very near to this Punur river. Whenever this river is overflowing, it can be the water can easily reach to the road and it will spread to everywhere. That was a main problem. Flood is affecting everywhere as easy as possible. Now that also almost solved. Before 2 years, I think after the first flood in 2018, they are increased the height of the roads around 1.5 meters, and that also almost solved. This year there is no such conditions, flood is happening that much easily. Also there was a landslide in 2018 which taken 14 lives. It was a hilly area called Karinjola which have about 45 degrees slope. The reason of this landslide was the unscientific construction of a huge water storage at the top of the hill. Also the unscientific construction of roads also leads to this landslide. In the heavy rain, this water storage is got full and it collapsed. So water flowed to the side with mud and rocks. So it's taken 14 lives, and many houses are collapsed completely and partially. Actually, that disaster was triggered by a man, so I think no need of talking much about that topic. So coming back to this flood, now we can look into some steps to overcome this issue, the flood. As I told, the causes of this flood is almost solved, but when looking into the future, we can give the environmental education and public awareness to all peoples for saving our village. Okay, the next thing is rainwater harvesting. As I told, there is heavy rain in every year. While planning a rainwater harvesting system, it can be helpful to store the water in our earth. Also, the next thing is increase the height of the roads. That's already done. Then increase the size of the rivers. That's also already done. Then restrict the construction near to the water resources and in the eco-sensitive areas. That is also happened now. After as I told, there was a landslide in 2018. After that, that's also restricted. Then protect water resources and plant trees. We can avoid this much natural disasters and environmental issues through these steps.